Why do I have this entry? This is the same case. We're going to have a default hearing. Were we at some point going to have a default hearing on this matter, Ms. Sharma?
No, Judge, both parties are here. We just have no agreement as to the child support amount.
Somehow I have an entry that on January, that's the day, isn't that? How did
Yes,
that get
Judge,
on?
that was, I believe the parties had previously attempted negotiations and there was a proposed order, but the information since that proposed order was filed is no longer valid. It was a non-agreed.
All right. Hold on.
That's my understanding of it, Your Honor.
Okay. All right, this is cause number 2019-70206 in the interests of Kingston, Keith, Mark, and Melody Montgomery. All parties and witnesses, please raise your right hands to be sworn. You solemnly swear to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, so help you God.
Yes, sir.
Yes.
All right, ma'am, please state your name and your relationship to the children.
Lakeisha Shimon Reeves, I'm the mother.
Sir, your name and your relationship to the children.
Mark Montgomery, I'm the father.
All right, and representing the state,
Peter Sharma, Your Honor.
we have a non-agreed child support review order. We're having a hearing. Do we have any stipulations?
No, Judge, at this time, we do not have any stipulations.
And the issue is,
Oh, I'm sorry, Judge. We do have a stipulation. There is an agreement to release $800 in arrears for a direct payment, Judge.
and the issues then are, what's the issue we're dealing with today?
The issue is current child support, material and substantial change since the prior order that I would ask you to take judicial notice of. The final order establishing the parent-child relationship that was signed January 30th, 2020, that the wages have changed for the non-custodial parent, Ms. Reeves, and Mr. Montgomery doesn't agree to the modification downward for the new child or the wages.
Okay, hold on just a second. The old judgment was signed January 30th, 2020.
Yes, Your Honor.
Am I looking at the right case here? Yes, is that correct?
Yes, Judge. I can share my screen
Bill,
with you if you'd like.
Order. No,
Sure,
I've got
let
it
me
here.
share my.
I'm just
Oh, you got
trying
it?
to
Okay.
confirm it. So, let's see, July 2021, there was a request for court hearing to contest the confirmation of a non-agreed child support review order. And then there was a petition for confirmation of non-agreed child support review order on July 15th. On September 29th, there was a proposed a reset order, and then this matter was reset to today for a Zoom hearing. Okay. All right, let's proceed.
Yes, Judge. Again, I would like to ask the court to take judicial notice of the final order establishing the parent-child relationship that was signed on January 30th, 2020. Judge, in this order, child
Okay.
support is set at 35% for 4 children in the amount of $1,050.
Okay.
I would like to
And,
call Miss. Go ahead,
and
Judge.
today we are requesting an increase or decrease.
We are,
Oh,
the state is requesting a decrease.
All right. Let's go ahead.
And I would like to call Miss Lakeisha Reeves.
Okay.
Ms. Reeves, are you familiar with the order I just referred to that you signed, setting child support at $1,050?
Yes.
At the time, where were you working when this order was signed?
I was, excuse me, I was working with Avid Community Services, which is a home health company based in Cypress, Texas.
Okay, and how much were you making at that employer?
But that employer, I was making about $11.75 per hour.
Okay, since this order has been signed, you had another baby?
Correct.
Okay, and where are you working currently?
For Nuance Communications.
And how much do you make on that job?
At this current job, I make $15 an hour.
And do you work 40 hours a week?
Yes, 40 hours a week.
Do you pay any union dues at that employer?
No.
I'm sorry, you're breaking up, Miss Sharma, you're breaking up. I can't hear that. I didn't hear that question. You're
Okay.
frozen now.
Sorry, Judge. Let me know when I'm unfrozen, please.
Maybe turn off your try turning off your video. That sometimes that helps.
Okay. Are you able to hear me now, Judge?
Yes, that sounds better.
Okay. Would you prefer if I left my video off for the remainder of the testimony or the hearing?
You're still breaking up a little bit, but I'm getting a better. Yeah, if you leave your video off for a few minutes, let's see how it goes.
Okay. And Ms. Reeves, do you pay any union dues?
No, I do not.
How often do you work overtime hours at your current employer?
Not often. Usually it's no more than at best an hour, hour and a half, and that's only just to finish up like small pieces of work, but it's never more than like an hour at best.
Okay. I'm going to share my screen. Judge, I was not able to print my exhibits. Can everyone see my screen?
I can see it.
Okay. Ms. Reeves, what is this document that we're looking at on the screen?
It's one of my paycheck stubs from dated December 5th, 2021 through December 18th, 2021.
And is this an accurate reflection of your income?
Yes, it is.
Judge, I'd like to offer into evidence State's Exhibit 1, Ms. Paycheck stub for December 5th to December 18th.
Mr. Montgomery, have you had an opportunity to look at this exhibit?
I see it now, Judge.
All right. Do you have any objections of me admitting that into evidence?
No, I don't.
All right. That's State's Exhibit A.
Yes, Judge. And
And
Your
that
Honor, I'd like
is,
to,
hold on.
that is, sure.
And that is the mother's pay stub. Is that correct?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right. State's Exhibit A is admitted.
And Your Honor, I would also like to bring into the court's view here another paycheck stub dated November 21, 2021 to December 4 of 2021. Ms. Reeves, are you also familiar with this document?
Yes, I am.
And what is it?
It's a paycheck from the period November 21st, 2021 through December 4th, 2021.
And is this also an accurate reflection of your pay at the current employer?
Yes, it's accurate.
And what is your base rate of pay again?
I'm sorry,
Your base rate of pay?
$15 an hour.
And it shows that there was some overtime. How much did you get in overtime on this paycheck?
Let's see. It shows 0.50 overtime. I can't see the.
Is that a half an hour in overtime?
Correct.
Okay. And Judge, I would like to offer State's Exhibit number 2, Ms. Reeves' paycheck stub for the dates indicated into evidence.
We'll make it State's Exhibit B. Mr. Montgomery, have you had an opportunity to look at this?
See it now, Judge.
Receipt. All right. Do you have any objections to me admitted into evidence?
No, sir.
All right. State's Exhibit B is admitted.
Thank you, Judge. And Ms. Reeves, outside of the new job and the new child, do you have any other employment?
No, I do not.
Do you make any cash payments that are not reported to the state?
No.
Do you have any self-employment income that is not reported to the state?
No.
So you understand that the new child support guideline amount calculated with the wages and the new child to be $727 a month. Is that correct? Do you have any objections?
Did you say, Miss Sharma, did you say 727?
Yes, Judge.
All right, go ahead.
And do you have any opposition to the $727 amount in current child support based on the wages?
No, I do not.
And you understand that will be at 32, hold on, let me see, 20%.
Yes.
Okay, thank you, Judge. I pass this witness.
Mr. Montgomery, do you have any questions of Miss Reeves?
I mean, it's so fact, Judge, I don't agree with that. I don't agree with that.
Mr. Montgomery, listen to me. Do you have any questions for Miss Reeves?
Yes, sir.
All right. Ms. Sharma, call your next witness. I'll give you an opportunity to say something in a minute, Mr. Montgomery, but we have to follow procedure here. Ms. Sharma, call your next witness.
Yes, Judge. I'd like to call Mr. Mark Montgomery. Mr. Montgomery, do all 4 children live with you?
Yes, ma'am.
And I have explained to you the guideline amount based on the family code earlier, correct?
Yes, ma'am.
And you don't agree with those guideline amounts, correct?
Yeah.
Okay. Specifically, what don't you agree with it?
I don't agree how it was at 35% and now it's at 32. I don't agree how the fact that the fact that the code is taking money, I guess, child support away from the children, and it's for with a single parent to give to a house that has 2 parents that work in it or that bring income.
Okay. And you understand that with a change in circumstance, meaning a new child, code does give compensation to the non-custodial parent for that, correct?
Yeah, I don't get it because I thought, like I said last time, I thought we were going to court for 4 kids, which is Keith Anthony Montgomery, Mark Anthony Montgomery, Kingston Jamel Montgomery, and Melody Montgomery.
Right. But even though you don't agree with it, you understand that is the law, correct, Mr. Montgomery?
No, I don't understand. That's what I'm saying.
Okay. Judge, I have no further questions for Mr. Montgomery.
Ms. Reeves, do you have any questions of Mr. Montgomery?
No, I do not.
All right. Ms. Sharma, you have any further witnesses?
I do not, Your Honor.
You have a final argument.
Judge, we have calculated child support based on the guideline amount. It is with the health insurance at 187. I did say 727 earlier, but the accurate amount would be $660 with the health insurance at $187 per month for the 4 children, giving credit for 1. And we would ask that the court set support for a modification downward at $660 a month in child support, $187 in medical support, and confirm the arrears with the $800 release. And Ms. Montgomery, I'm sorry, Ms. Reeves would be paying out on the arrears. Let me get that number for you, Judge. I'm sorry.
What is the arrearage?
The arrearage amount $3,152.74, and we would ask that she pay that back at $110 a month.
And the reason I'm going to grant this modification is because Ms. Sharma.
There is a new child. There's a change in circumstances, Your Honor, and a change in.
There we go. There's been a substantial change in circumstances. Is that correct?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right. Anything further, Ms. Sharma?
Nothing further, Your Honor.
Anything further from you, Ms. Reeves?
No.
Mr. Montgomery, anything further from you?
Yes, sir. I don't understand how a child was made outside of a marriage affects the kids that was made in the marriage. And we're here to talk about child support for the 4 kids that's being raised by their single parent father. And you have 2 parents in the home of the father, of the child that y'all trying to bring in. And I don't understand why does that child affect the payments for the 4 kids when the amount that was given to the kids wasn't nearly enough to take care of them at first point. And then now you're taking it down to 600 as if that's going to help take care of 4 kids by a single parent father.
Well, part of the reason the law says that is because she also has to take care of her child.
So the fact that she has another person in the house helping, that don't matter?
No, it doesn't at all. It's all based on her income and how many children that she might have.
Judge, can I ask you a question?
Yes, sir.
I know I just said, okay, the fact of a single parent father taking care of 4 kids, and you say that she had to take care of her child. Now, if I could be frank, that wasn't my choice for her to step out on a marriage and have another child, nor did my other kids have anything to do with that. But you're gonna make it harder on 4 kids to be taken care of because of a choice she made to have another child.
That's what the law says, sir. All right, the court finds that there's been a substantial change in circumstances and the mother is now ordered to pay $660 a month in child support, $187 a month cash medical support beginning February 1st, 2022. The rearage judgment is awarded in the amount of $3,152 to be paid at the rate of $110 a month beginning February 1st, 2022. All other stipulations are approved. Anything further, Ms. Sharma?
Nothing further, Your Honor.
All right, give me an order, please.
Yes, I will, Judge. And Maria is going to place us in a breakout room to do that. So Mr. Montgomery and Ms. Reeves can please stay on this.
Hello?
Yes, Mr. Gonzalez, hang on for a bit.
Yes, this is him.
Okay, we're waiting to start the hearing, so just hang on for a second.
Yes, sir.
All right, this is cause number 2015-06981 in the interest of Priscilla, Mia, Lidiana, Sofia, and Petrolin Gonzalez. All parties and witnesses, please raise your right hands to be sworn. Do you solemnly swear, tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, so help you God? Please unmute yourself, Ms. Gonzalez. Unmute yourself, Ms.
My
Gonzalez.
name is Lawrence. My last name is Lawrence. You
I'm
might have
not speaking to you, ma'am. This is not your case. Okay. Ms. Vasquez and Mr. Gonzalez, raise your right hands to be sworn. Do you solemnly swear to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, so help you God?
Yes, I do.
I can't hear you, Ms. Gonzalez.
Yes,
Okay, thank you. Ma'am, please state your name and your relationship to the children.
my name is Cynthia Vasquez Gonzalez. I'm the mother to the children.
All right, sir, your name and your relationship to the children.
Jesus Fernando Gonzalez, father of the children.
All right, and representing the state of Texas.
Luis Regla.
What are we doing today, Ms. Raven?
Judge, my office filed a motion to modify, correct, or reform the judgment from November of last year. There was a blank and a couple of typos that were made in that order that need to get fixed. The 75 days are approaching when we can have this motion granted. So my office is asking to go forward today. The mother is now asking for time to hire an attorney. And so first, I object to that. And second, I'd like to have the court grant the motion.
Okay, hold on a minute.
Yes, Judge.
This was done on November 4th.
Yes, Judge.
And it was an order and a suit for modification of support order and to confirm support or rearage.
Correct, Judge.
And it has been how many days now?
I think the 19th is the last day, but let me count the days one more time. Today is the 67th day.
And what is the change that's being made?
On the arrears, the step up payment, if all three children emancipate on the top of page 3 was left blank, that's supposed to be 480. That is one change on the top of page 3. the
Okay,
blank.
so that's to the benefit of Ms. Gonzalez, correct?
Correct, Judge.
All right. Do you have any objection to that, Ms. Gonzalez?
Objection, like, what do you mean?
In other words, they're saying if he hasn't finished paying what he owes when the children are emancipated, in other words, over 18 years of age, if he hasn't finished paying what he owes, he has to pay $480 a month. It didn't say that before. So this is to your benefit. Do you understand that?
Yes, sir.
Okay, you don't have any objections to that, do you? That's not a problem for you, right?
No, it's not.
Okay. Mr. Rella, you said she was asking for time to hire an attorney?
Correct, Judge. She said she applied to somewhere for legal counsel and she was
Okay.
waiting to hear back.
Okay, and what's the other change?
All right, on page, on the top of page 5, the letter A, where it says number of children before the court is 4, that's a
Hold on.
typo. Okay,
On top of page
5,
5.
letter A.
Number of children before the court is 4.
That's correct, Judge. That should have been 3.
Are the other 2 children emancipated or?
Yes, Judge.
Okay. So you have 3 children that are under the age of 18 now, Ms. Gonzalez? Okay, so that's all they're doing is correcting that.
Yes, sir.
So you don't have a problem with that, do you? I mean, you don't, well, I don't understand why you think you need an attorney when something's coming to your benefit.
Because I don't understand all the legal stuff, Judge. So it's hello?
Yes.
Oh, there you are. I don't understand all the legal stuff, and I just want to make sure that my children are, because when I signed my paperwork, Judge, I was off the oxygen machine on my third day of my third week. So I just want to make sure that I am doing the benefit for my children.
Well, I think that this is a benefit to your children
Okay.
and to you, actually. All right, there isn't any change in the amount of child support, Mr. Regla, or anything like that.
The dollar amount in child support, no, Judge, but there is
All
one
right.
more typo.
What is that?
On page 7, since
Let me
there are only, yes, Judge, page 7, number 2.
Number 2. It says 35%.
Yes, and that's inaccurate. For 3 children, it's 30%, not 35%.
30%, right.
Yes,
Okay.
Judge. And so that's the other typo. That was not in the motion, but I saw that when I was reviewing this. And so I'd ask leave of court to be able to amend that today on the spot, since that also is inaccurate.
But it doesn't change the amount of the amount of child support was correct in the
Yes,
original order.
Judge. Yes,
All right,
Judge.
so nothing has changed, Ms. Gonzalez. Nothing changes.
For that day, right?
All right, so,
Because I
ma'am,
know that he's getting Social Security right now. So it
ma'am,
was
that has nothing to do with
the
this.
date of
it-
the thing. Yes, sir.
That has nothing to do with this hearing today. All they're doing is correcting the old order because there were some bad numbers on the old order. They weren't correct. Plus, they didn't order they didn't order him to pay the $480 a month to you after your children, if he hasn't finished paying what he owes after your children turn 18. So it's to your benefit at this point. So Mr. Gonzalez has no objection
Correct,
to the
Judge.
entry. Well, Ms. Gonzalez, do you agree to this order?
Okay,
All right, so just submit an agreed order.
I'll do that, Judge.
All right, thank you, Ms. Gonzalez. All right.
Judge, thank you.
Hello?
Just a
Hello.
second, Mr. Gonzalez.
All right, hold on. 2007. No image matched your criteria. Hold on. What's the cause number, Ms. Perard?
2007 70687.
That's the number you gave me, Maria. Ah, now I picked it up. I messed up. Okay. This is cause number 2007-70687 in the interest of Darian, Adrian, Skylee, and Talia Reeves. All parties and witnesses, please raise your right hands to be sworn. You solemnly swear to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, so help you God,
Yes.
sir? Mr.
Yes.
Reed, all right. Ma'am, please state your name and your relationship to the children.
Antoinette Lawrence, the mother.
Sir, your name and your relationship to the children.
Adrian Reeves.
And for the state.
Andrea Perard.
All right, we've got a petition to establish a parent-child relationship, suit for modification, and motion to confirm support arrearage. And we're having a hearing, is that correct, Ms. Perard?
That's correct, Your Honor.
Do we have any stipulations?
Yes, Your Honor.
And what are the final issues going to be?
The issues, Your Honor, are the type of conservatorship and possession and access as to the child Talia, which is the child that we are adding to this court order. The other three children have already been established.
Okay. Talia. All right, let's read the stipulations into the record, please.
Thank you, Your Honor. Your Honor, in regards to the child support arrears that have accrued since the prior two court orders, the state is requesting a judgment for child support arrears in the amount of $29,000.40 as of December 31st of 2021. And that will be paid back at a rate of $150 per month, beginning February 1st of 2022. The state also requests a medical support judgment in the amount of $12,554.13 as of December 31st of 2021, to be paid back at a rate of $75 beginning February 1st of 2022. There is no retroactive support being requested as to the child Talia. In regards to the current support for ongoing, child support will be set at $365 beginning February 1st of 2022, and medical of $100 beginning February 1st of 2022 for government medical assistance. We are requesting an agreement to establish the paternity of the child Talia, and there are positive DNA test results that are in the court's file, Your Honor. I believe that concludes the agreements. Again, the issue, and I neglected to, there was also the issue of non-disclosure.
What about the non-disclosure?
I neglected to, that is a third issue that will need to be addressed in the hearing, Your Honor.
All right, hold on just a second. Let me look at, we're looking at the original order of 2007.
That original order, Your Honor, only established one child. So we are actually modifying the 2015 order.
2016. Let me look at the 2016 order. 2015 order?
Yes, Judge.
Okay, hold on. Let me look at that order. As a child support review order that included 3 children. And the parties were appointed joint managing conservators. Is that correct?
That's correct, Your Honor.
Okay.
And Your Honor, for the record, that is an issue, but we did inform the parties that because of our pleading, we only pled for conservatorship and possession as to the child who has not been previously established. Therefore, we have not asked for a modification of that prior conservatorship as to the older 3 children.
Yeah. But as it stands, there are joint managing conservators of the 3 children that are not a portion of this order, I guess. Is that correct?
That's correct. That's correct, Your Honor. Those were already previously established. They're JP.
All right. There was also modified periods of possession and access. Which included 15 periods of possession on 2 of the phases and 30 on the last phase, correct?
That's correct, Your Honor.
Bullshit.
All right, and have those been completed, do we know?
My understanding, Your Honor, is that their visitation is not occurring between the parties for some family violence issues. We don't know if he has complied with those possession and accesses and from that prior court order.
Okay, and let's proceed with the hearing.
Thank you, Your Honor. The state would call Ms. Lawrence. Ma'am, in regards to this court order, did you hear me read all the terms regarding the arrears in your case and ongoing child support? And are you in agreement to those terms as I read into the record?
Yeah, they're fine.
Okay. So the only issue before the court is conservatorship and possession as to the child Talia and a non-disclosure as to your address. Is that correct?
Yes.
So you are asking for supervised visitation as to the child Talia. Is that correct?
Yes, ma'am.
And you're asking that that be supervised to the domestic relations office. Is that right?
Yes.
And that is, so the, to go through the status of your case, there was an original order in 2007, which established the child hearing, correct?
Correct. There was no problem then.
Okay. And then after that, in 2015, you did a subsequent order which established for Adrian and Skyly and added them to the case. Is that right?
Yes, and there was no problem with domestic violence then.
Okay. And then in 2017, Talia was born. Is that right?
Yes.
Okay. And then in 2018, there was some family violence issues.
Hold on, Mr. Reeves. Mr. Reeves, you cannot interrupt right now. You're going to have an opportunity to ask questions. You're going to have an opportunity to be on the stand. You're going to have an opportunity to tell me what you want to tell me, but not right now, please. You can't interrupt right now, okay?
Okay, my bad.
All right, go ahead, Ms. Bird.
Thank you, Gunnar. So Ms. Lawrence, after Talia was born in 2018, you obtained a 2-year protective order against Mr. Reeves. Is that correct?
Yes.
And was that following any criminal charges? And
There was a domestic dispute between us, October 2018. He was sent to jail. I don't know what he was charged with, but he went to jail. And I know he spent 8 days in there, and that was it. And then last year in 2021 in June, there were several altercations between us where one, on Father's Day, he was arrested because he tampered with my truck, and there's video evidence. And 2 or like a week or so prior to that, there was an altercation between us, him and I, June 7th.
Okay, did he come to your home? Where did that altercation occur?
Well, the altercation occurred at a park. I later on came home. He was still in the area when the police arrived. They saw him when they were coming to my house. And this was June 7th. June 17th, which was Father's Day, there was another well, we didn't physically fight, but he tampered with my vehicle. And I have the video evidence of that. And that's when he was arrested.
So there are pending criminal charges for not trespass.
Yeah, I guess.
He does have basically pending criminal charges for causing damage to your vehicle, correct?
Yes.
Is there any kind of no contact order in regards to that pending criminal charge?
I really don't know anything about that. All I know is that he went to court, and that's it, because I don't speak to him. I don't have any contact with him.
Criminal mischief, that is what I was trying to recollect. Does Mr. Reeves currently know where you reside?
Yes, he does.
If you were to move in the future, are you asking for your address and information to be kept out of this court order?
Yes.
And you understand that right now we're unable to modify or do anything regarding your possession and access and conservatorship for your 3 older children, correct?
That's fine. Yes, I'm aware.
So as for this child, you're also asking to be named sole managing conservator based on the family violence between you and Mr. Reeves and the pending criminal mischief charge against him.
Yes.
Yes. I pass this witness, Your Honor.
Mr. Reeves, do you have any questions for Ms. Lawrence?
I just want to know why I still haven't seen the other
Okay,
kids.
okay, Mr. Reeves, I can't see you. I don't know what Where are
Yeah,
you?
I just want to know why I can't see my other kids.
I'm sorry, what was the question again?
Why I can't see my other kids.
And you have access to them through your
Hold on,
father.
hold on, Miss Lawrence. Did you understand that question, Ms. Farard?
Yes, Your Honor. He said he doesn't understand why he can't have access to his other children.
Okay, Miss Lawrence, you may answer now.
And he has access to his other 3 children.
No, I don't. No, I
Wait,
don't.
Mr. Reeves, Mr. Reeves. This is not Judge Judy. You don't argue. You ask a
Okay.
question. You ask a question. She answers the question. You ask another question. She answers the question. Can't interrupt her if when she's answering the question. Okay.
All right.
So Miss Lawrence says you do have access to the children. Okay. Want to ask her another question? I'm going to allow you to speak later, but right now, you want to ask her another question?
Why I don't see my kids. That's what I want to know. Let she know that I don't see my kids. And I've
You
been
do.
asking to see
Wait.
my
The only
kids.
one, excuse me, the only one that he does not see that is a part of the previous order is Skyly. And that is because when she goes over, when the other 2 children go to their grandfather's house where he resides, and he sees them frequently, he does not interact with them. You can ask those children. He has their telephone numbers. Darian and Adrian Jr. both have telephone numbers. He can always call them, which he don't really often, because I can get their text message logs and look at them and send them to you if you need me to do that. But he does not really frequently speak to those children.
Okay,
And
what's up with
if he
Skyly
wants
then?
to speak to Skyly, he can call
Okay.
Dariana,
Okay,
Adrian's phone, and speak to Talia or Skyly.
ma'am, you've answered the question. Okay. And don't go on and on and on. Just answer the question that's asked.
I was still
I'm
answering the
going to
question. You
let
wouldn't
you,
let me finish.
Because she lying.
I'm going to let you, I'm going to let you say something. Okay. Also later. Okay. But right now, just give a quick answer to the question. Okay. Mr. Reeves, you have another question for Miss Lawrence.
Mm-hmm. Well, I still don't see my kids. The only child she sent my way is my
What?
oldest boy, and that's Darian Reeves. I haven't seen Adrian, Adrian, or
What
Skyly.
is the question? What is the question?
Why I don't see my kids?
Why you don't see your kids?
Yeah,
Well,
I haven't seen my kids in about a year now.
well
He is
now what?
lying.
Hold
My
on.
And
son
she lying.
Hold
Dariana
on,
And when she
hold on,
said,
hold on,
Dariana
hold
and
goes
on,
the
every
hold
application on
on,
June
hold
2nd,
David
on.
goes every
Both of
you was at the
you.
Thanksgiving.
park getting booty
Hold
and
Dariana goes
playing your
on.
every
This is
every
kids.
not
Thanksgiving.
Judge
The only
Judy.
2 he has
This is
not
not
seen was Talia
Judge
or
Judy.
Skyly.
Will you
I'm
shut
done with
up,
this
Miss
shit, bro.
Lawrence? Will you shut up? I'm trying to conduct a trial here. I
Well, you're not
can't
doing
do
a
it.
very good job. Shit.
See?
We're going to transfer this over to the
To
district court.
somebody else. Thank you.
Yes, sure. Glad to.
Shit.
People,
Anyway, this nigga get to see his kids whenever the fuck he want to. If
ma'am,
he at his
nobody's
daddy
talking to you
house.
right now. Nobody's
Okay, I'm
talking
not
to
worried
you
about
right
you talking to
now.
me.
You are quite a person here, aren't you?
Yeah, I am.
Mm-hmm. It's a shame because we could have settled this matter today, but we're not going to be able to.
But I got
Baby.
All right, this matter is transferred to the 257th District Court and DRO mediation is ordered.